The lap time you need is a high 48 or a low 49 lap time on Barcelona for the license run. So I will explain just that in this video and provide you a setup that will get you this result. So this is not a track guide going into massive detail, but just like the pain points where I avoid certain things and where you're gonna maybe lose some lap time. Let's get into it. Here on the bottom you want to type in low fuel, and there's going to be the license run. You need the safety rating of 80, so you can see it's like 36 out of 60 minutes, so you still have a lot of time left now, but you want to make sure you're not in there for the last, let's say, 10 or 8 minutes, because then it's gonna be tricky. So you need to wait for the timer to reset. So yeah, just go in here. I wouldn't go in here if there's like a lot of cars, but now it's only like 6. So I think it's safe to do a license run. There's only 6 cars. Now, if you want consistency, you need a consistent setup. So here it is. By the way, this is the one that I'm going to provide for you for license runs. A very safe setup. You can see I have all these different levels here and different setup philosophies, and this will be on my card pack on my Patreon store in the link down below. So if you want to have this, if you're super rookie and this is too hard for you, you can pick different levels. If you're advanced, up to my level 6. This is the setup. By the way, in the pack the TC is 2, but I figured for the license run, if you are somewhat a beginner, maybe 4 will be better. As the fuel levels, I would pick 40 liters, so you have some margin if you invalidate 1 lap or so. And if it's going to be still too aggressive for you on throttle, or you're losing it on the back, you could just drop the ride height a little bit to make it even more safe, but you will have some more understeer. Have a look on your track map if there's other cars coming. You don't want to screw up somebody else's license run. So then when they're coming here on the left, just wait that they go all by, and then you go on track. Yeah, it's maybe a bit obvious, but sometimes you see something happening on track and I'm like, oh my god, how are people not know this? Now this corner over here, you want to compromise that one a little bit so you can be earlier on the throttle in this corner. And I would not go all the way here, but I would just like open myself up and be in this position. And a lot of things, and this counts for a lot of tracks, you want to keep to the inside of these apexes, because you lose so much time if you have to take the long route. It's also for this corner, really want to be on the inside of this corner all the time and timing out on the throttle. This one I would not really go way to the outside. Again, I want to use the whole track here and let the car fall into this corner over here. Make sure you're not going wider than this, because then you run the chance of invalidating the lap. Now this corner, you just want to stay away from that curb, because that will absolutely make your car bounce. And that's also the case for that one. Again, I'm here all the way on the outside, getting this apex. You can touch that curb if you want. It's not that bad. This setup is super forgiving, and the braking point for this corner is way before the 100-meter sign, and this apex can be really tricky to pick. Now you can cut a little bit here, and this corner you can really learn the trail brake. You touch the brakes a little bit to get rotation. And also for this corner, it's a little bit weird, but you kind of need to fall into. And the tip that I really want to give you is like, steer a little bit earlier than you think. So let's go and show you how a 48 lap time looks. Now the setup is pretty balanced. If you're still having trouble with this, you just need to do a little bit maybe less brake bias or less ride height. Now I will just stay on this side of the track, hit the brakes, and I always want to keep a little bit of throttle. I want to stay a little bit to keep myself open up for this corner. release the throttle a bit to make the car cope with that corner. And same for this braking point, like the last white line you want to see when you hit the brakes. Hitting the throttle. Now you can lose it over here when the car is a little bit on the limit of the grip that it has. I think you need to really start trail brake if you want to get into this better lap times. So for this one as well, you can see I'm releasing the brakes slowly over here, this corner. Apexes are golden, mate. You want to hit those apexes. If you cannot hit apexes consistently, it's gonna be a very rough ride for you to get the license. Oh, I'm actually over braking here a bit. This corner right here. This chicane, and as early as you can on the throttle. That was the absolute limit. You want to have a little bit more margin on that corner. Now that will give us a 47.5. Let's do one more lap to really hammer in all the things I want to say. So here again, before the 100-meter sign, second gear, compromise that first corner a little bit. Over here, releasing the throttle. And let it run out wide, all the way, full throttle, full throttle, full throttle. Before that white line, left of the track, again, you want to have a lot of apex here. You can go to all the way to the curb if you want to, but now the overlay that I have here really help you to find your understeer. So you can see whenever it's turning like fully gray, we have a lot of wheel slip, but if it turns blue, we actually have the understeer. Like over here, there's some understeer. So I'm just pushing my steering wheel too far, basically. Now up to this corner. Now my inputs are a bit off, because I really want to show you how an imperfect lap can still give you these lap times. So keep hitting those apexes. But the chicane is a little bit tricky, yeah? It's gonna take some time to really find the sweet spot over there. So this is even a more accurate time. And that's going to be like a 48 lap time. Now, if you can replicate this last lap, you'll be absolutely golden. And yeah, if you could please leave a like if you got it from this quick guide. I think the massive guides don't really help, but this will give you the basic understanding. Now, what if you got the license run on Barcelona and you want to go into the rookies of LFM? You really want to watch this next video that I provide here, how to avoid rookie mistakes, all the stuff you're gonna face in your races. Trust me, if I could watch this video when I was in the rookies, that would be a massive advantage for me. So have a look. Thanks for watching.